Hello everyone and welcome to the French Grand Prix here today. We are in for what I hope is to be a brilliant race from all our drivers today. They are feeling refreshed, recovered and ready to absolutely put pedal to the metal here today on this amazing track which has two DRS zones and of course one speed trap. And of course this track is very well known for just being an amazing track for speed because it is a lot of straight. It has, of course, the odd chicane or the odd corner, but it is mainly straight. So that's pedal to metal, that's speed, that's mainly overtaking. So we'll see what we get down to today. But of course, this track wouldn't be as big if it didn't have a predecessor, sorry, in Le Mans. The brilliant historic track that it was hosted many great winners, and of course, France being the creator of the Grand Prix, this should be a brilliant race at the home of the Grand Prix. But why wait around any longer? Let's get straight into this race. Lights out and away we are here at the French Grand Prix, at the France Grand Prix. Hope you're all having a good day today. Hope you're doing alright. Here we are with Preston P1, Harry P2, Ritvik P3, Ritvik P4, P3, sorry, Callum P4, and Jamie now P6. Lost the position to Leclerc and now Sonoda, but gonna be looking to get those positions back. And of course, we can't forget as well of Perez, who's P8 currently. A virtual safety car straight away here. No overtaking, of course, allowed. So unlucky. But if we go back up to the top, Ritvik is P3, which is brilliant. Harry P2, Preston P1. So far, we could be looking at real competition. We have finally got the competition I have personally wanted for ages, and that is Preston versus Harry. But I want to see a true battle here between these two, because these two are the ones for drive-through penalty for Ritvik for speeding under. Ritvik, man! You were doing so well, come on. Here we go with Harry. Virtual safety car has gone in. Preston now being able to get away, but Harry is not giving up. Harry is trying to catch up now to Preston, through into the first corner here, going round the bends, trying to catch up to Preston, but he can't. I'm too frustrated with excitement. Come on, Harry. We're seeing a real battle here between the two giants. Of course, Callum not being there to complete that. Jamie is also gaining on Leclerc as we speak. Can he get the overtake on Leclerc? He's gaining on him. He really is. 0.1 second gap. He's going around the bend, but can't get it. He tried to go on the inside. Couldn't get it. He's not that far behind him too. There goes in the corner. It goes on the inside. Gets pushed wide out of the track by Leclerc there. So very unlucky by Jamie not to, but almost went into him. Tries to go on me inside again, but can't. He's really pushing for this. He's really pushing for that P3. Oh, can he get past? Can he? He can't right now. He can't go on the inside either because Leclerc is doing very well defensively. Passes lap for Preston here for 134.754. Well done to Preston there, but on the straight, Jamie's going on the right side of Leclerc, but Leclerc's blocking him, but Jamie gets past anyway into the corner. Jamie is through. He is past. He is now P3 with a 5-second gap between him and Harry. Callum is gaining here on Schumacher. And also at the same time, Ritvik is gaining on Giovinazzi here. Oh no, it's Ocon. Ocon and Giovinazzi having a battle here. Both of them trying to battle at each other. However, Ritvik is right behind both of them. Could we see a 2-in-1 overtake here? Potentially. Tries to go on the inside of Giovinazzi. Gets that. Tries to go on the outside of Ocon. But couldn't do that, unfortunately. Callum now getting the overtake on Schumacher though. Nicely done by Callum there to get the overtake. Ritvik, however, really pushing for the overtake on Ocon here. Can he get it? But that's the question. He's really approaching it. He's really trying to get it. and I believe he's going on the outside of that corner, and he's got it, and he's right on Mazepin's tail as we speak. Actually, please don't damage your wing. He hasn't damaged his wing. He's gone on the inside. He's gone round Mazepin. He's got the overtake. He's going after Alonso here now. Callum, however, P15 now approaching Giovinazzi. Can he get the overtake on Giovinazzi and try and catch up with Redfig? He's gone on the outside of the corner, and he's got the overtake on Giovinazzi here. We go back down to the bottom of the table though. Callum is approaching Ocon here, whilst also Redfig is now approaching Alonso. Who's going to get the overtake first? I wonder. It looks to be, I believe, Redfig here. Ritvic does it. Ritvic just on the corner gets past Alonso. Can he secure it by getting on the track? Yes, he can. Whilst also at the same time, Callum gets the overtake on Ocon. Well done to both of them. Now up to P13 for Callum, P10 for Ritvic. What a comeback for both of them. They're really piling up the pressure here. They are not giving up. Whilst also Callum gets the overtake on Mazepin. Now only Alonso separates Ritvic, and Callum. Can Callum eventually catch up to Alonso and catch up to Ritvic? Harry and Preston both have pitted. Tactical decision there by Harry. He is not losing Preston. He is pitting at the same time as Preston. He will not lose him. And of course Harry, being closer, will he get out before Preston? That is the question. He's trying it now. Can Jamie, of course, at the same time overtake both of them? It's going to be very interesting to see. I know Preston just gets ahead of Harry, but that it does not matter. Leclerc's now P1, Perez P2, and Perez, brilliant drive, gets up to P2. Nice one by Perez. Hopefully he can keep that. Harry's going for the overtake on Raikkonen here. It goes on the inside, it can't do it, but goes on the left of Raikkonen. Really, he's going for it. Maybe some contact, probably not. I don't think there was contact. Gets the P5 back. Sees Preston in his sights now. Will he be able to get him? Who knows? That is truly the question here. Because right. However, Callum getting the overtake on Raikkonen. A little bit of wheel contact there. I'm not sure whether that's sent Callum spinning or not, but it looks to be good. Going around the corner, and he has got that overtake. So he's going to be looking to try and catch up with Harry. However, Harry and Preston once again are very close together, and Harry is managing to keep up, surprisingly, closing that gap now majorly. So will we see a battle between Harry and Preston? I do hope so. Yeah, he needs to try get back. However, Harry is now catching up with DRS with a fast enough of 133.989. Little bit of battle between Harry and Preston there, but Harry just gets in front of Preston. Harry has overtaken Preston here. What an amazing drive by Harry there. But of course DRS was his friend, and now DRS is going to be Preston's friend. Preston is going to be looking for that position back. He will not give up nothing for that position back. I really hope to see some great racing by these two today, but who knows. We need to drop back down now to Ritvic here, who's P10, but also looking for that P9 position from Schumacher, going wide quite a lot there. He's gaining on him rapidly. Gonna try on the outside, but can't. Gonna go on the outside, but goes off the track again. That's probably where he keeps getting his penalties from. He's going off the track, which he's a legal overtake here, I believe. Having to give that position back, unfortunately, to Schumacher there. But going to be looking for that position back. However, Preston absolutely pushing Harry now. Even I saw that lag. Harry kind of jumped from the left to the right. Preston, I'm sure, is being majorly careful here. Harry is lagging all over the place once again. It is very unfortunate, because this is battle that we've wanted to see for a while, but in retrospect, you know, who knows. Looking to build up those positions even more. I was about to say P13, but he's out to P12 in fact. Just got me overtake on Perez. Perez really needs to look for more positions here, but for that to happen, I believe Callum is going to need to overtake Giovinazzi here. Can he get that overtake? Who knows. We're about to I believe we're about to find out. With a 0.5 second gap now closing in, going on the inside of the bend, and gets that position. P11 now here for Callum. And I believe that leaves a window open for Perez. Can he get that position? Who knows? But Callum will now be pushing both Tsunoda and I believe that Schumacher. But although Schumacher has a big gap, so once overtaken Misu, he gets it gets an older little bit of wheel contact there between the two, but he gets it no matter because he's now really going for it on Schumacher. Open pit window now for Callum, but whether he takes it or not will be interesting. But P9 now here for Callum, with a 5-second gap between him and Rittvik. Whether that will come into play or not, who knows. However, if we go back up to the top, Preston is gaining on Harry with a 0.3 second gap now. He's losing it a bit with 0.4 second. Harry is trying his very utter best to keep that P1 position. Whether he can or not will be very interesting in total. But he's really pushing for it now entirely. Can he get it on the corner? He isn't able. He's not close enough to get it. Of course, as we know, Preston started his race P1. There was a massive battle between the two, and now Harry has taken P1 from him after many attempts and many times to get past Preston. He has the P1 and he's getting away. However, with DRS, Preston is majorly catching him up with a 0.4 second gap here between him and Harry. Will he be able to... No, he's losing Harry, unfortunately. So, very unlucky there. Callum here, now P8. That is second gap between him and Rittvik. However, Sonoda seems to be using DRS to catch up to Callum. Will Callum allow him to get past, or will Callum defend it? Callum seems to be defending it with all of his might. What is Rittvik doing here? Gone quite slow here. Safety car. Of course. Once again, safety car here. That is going to massively change, especially with the Preston Harry battle. That's going to change it entirely. Hopefully, Jamie will be able to gain from it as well. But who knows? We're at lap 12 now of 27 here at the France Grand Prix. So very interesting indeed so far. Lap 15, safety car is in, going in this lap. So the next race will be starting on lap 16. Harry holding up the competition here. Is Harry slowing down in... What is going on with Harry? Is he just holding up everyone? Is he actually doing this? Oh my lord. No one can overtake him because he's still technically moving. But, like, what? I mean, fair enough. I mean, I am quite confused. However, Carlos has been DNF'd. That's what I didn't see, however. But because of this, I think what his plan is, when the safety car has, well, when he approaches the finish line, he will absolutely speed up. He will speed away. Rittvik now getting up to P10, but has to give that position back to Alonso, of course, because of the safety car. Harry still being annoying here and going slow as anything. Speeding up a bit now. Because of course safety car has gone in and he's now ripping into shreds because he's held everyone up. No one's expecting him to speed up and he is away. What a good tactic there by Harry to get that gap. However, he is not fast enough to get a big enough gap between him and Preston. And Preston, of course, gets that DRS, but Jamie will be going after Preston here, in fact, and Callum the same against Jamie. And Callum seems to be really pressing against Jamie here. Goes on the inside, but Jamie gets ahead of him, luckily. So very unlucky there by Callum not to get that overtake, but we'll be looking again for it with 11 laps here left of the French Grand Prix. And again, once again, like this whole race, we are seeing Harry versus Preston. Rittvik is going to be looking for an overtake on Ocon. Esteban Ocon, whether he can do it or not, is going to be very interesting. It will just... Oh! A little bit of wheel contact there between Rittvik and Ocon. Ocon gets ahead, however. And he's looking for it again. He's trying to go on me inside, but he can't get it, very unfortunately, by Rittvik there. And in fact, as we speak about that, the rain is now coming down here in France. So that adds another whole level of tension between the races. But... as we had spoken about before, I believe, Preston thrives in the rain. Normally people aren't that great in rain. Preston is. Preston thrives in the rain, so he will be thriving. And hopefully be looking for that P1 back, but he's now closing on Harry. Tries to go on me inside, but can't. Harry gets ahead by a bit of lag. Jumping around again. His car decided to grow wings for a second there. Another safety car here, a 5-second penalty for Raikkonen with a severe collision with Ritvic. Safety car has gone in. Lap 20, 7 laps left to go here. Harry is now in front in P1, Preston in P2, Callum in P3, Jamie in P4, and Ritvic in P7. But with that 17-second time penalty, anything can happen for Ritvic. It just depends. It just all depends on gaps. But who knows? Preston now really attacking. Harry here. It appears both Williams are going to be attacking Harry actually, but also Jamie's going to also be looking to attack as well. So I believe it's going to be very close between these four. However, Harry has got the position back because of Preston pitting. Is that a wise decision by Preston? I don't know. If Harry can create a big enough gap between him and Preston, Preston will not be getting that position back. However, unfortunately for Mercedes, P11 and P15. And Jamie's now spun out as well, once again spinning out. Was doing great for P4, but once again has been very, very unlucky. And yeah, I mean, there is time left for him to get us position back with 5 laps left. But is there really enough time? Harry, however, not pitting. I don't think that's a wise decision. Personally, I think he should have pitted there. Because I suspect he will now slip out, or he will slip or something, or he will spin out. I don't know. It'd be very interesting to see. But 4 laps left here of French Grand Prix. Maybe he's thinking to himself, if he needs to grow that gap even more, which he is currently. However, the fact of the matter remains, it's going to be very tough. I mean, Callum now up to P3, however. Well done by Callum there. Preston now climbing to P5. Looking at both Hasses. Probably going to get a blue flag here. No, it's not both Hasses. It's in fact Sergio Perez, who Preston has now just overtaken. Well done by Preston to get that overtake on Perez. However, Callum now looking to overtake Gasly and close that gap between them and Harry. And he can't get the overtake on Gasly, in fact. Gasly holding him up, but he gets the overtake on Gasly, goes straight past him down the left and onto the inside of the corner. And Preston does as well there. So both Williams will now be looking to attack Harry majorly. Harry now coming in to the final corner and entering the final lap. This will be the deciding lap. There's a 5-second time time gap between him and Preston. This is it. This is what it comes down to. This final lap of the race is all that determines what will happen between Preston and Harry. Will Preston be able to catch up to Harry, or will Harry somehow win this Grand Prix with, I believe now, 20 lap-old mediums? He is really taking most of the limits of 21-year-old lap mediums. He's really taken most of the limit. However, Preston clocking down that time is now building back up a little bit, but he's clocking down that time. Perez P5, well done to Perez there today for getting P5. Jamie in the points with P7, at least he's in the points, that's the main thing. Ritvic again, very unlucky, but hopefully he comes back next race. But I want to focus on Harry and Preston, because this is the be-all end-all of this race. This is it. It's coming down. He's coming round the main bend now, cutting into the final corners now. This is going to be interesting. He's slowing down. Can Preston take advantage of that? He's now down to 2 seconds, I believe. No, he's still in the 3-second time. 2 seconds now. And I believe Harry's come down to the second to last corner. I believe somehow, some way, with 21 lap old mediums, this is your winner of the French Grand Prix, the France Grand Prix, from Red Bull, with his second win of the season, Harry. Amazing drive, amazing passion, kept it up with old mediums, overtook Preston many times within race, and has finally won. Amazing drive by Harry there. But here we are with Harry once again with his second win of the season. Amazing drive by him and Preston and even Callum as well. This has been the best Grand Prix, I have to say. Between all the drivers, this has been the best Grand Prix so far. Thank you all for joining us here. We're about to have a look at the standings now. But yes, thank you all for joining us here at the French Grand Prix. We're just about to end off the podium here now.